So this problem is asking us to solve a system of equations. And we know there are three ways to do this: graphing, elimination, substitution. And you really need to look at each individual problem and say, what is the best approach? In this case, if I look at all of the coefficients here, I have a 5, a 3, a 2, and a 5. So trying to do substitution is not a great possibility here, mostly because in order to isolate one of the variables, you're going to end up with fractions, and it's not a great idea. So I'm going to work with elimination instead. Now we have some choices. We can either try to get the x's here so that they're opposites, or the y's. Doesn't matter which one you choose. I'm going to actually choose the y's because if you see, one is already negative and one is positive, which means I don't have to worry about distributing negatives and such. So let me move over our problem a little bit and we can deal with what we need here. So if we want to turn -3 and +5 into the same thing, we're going to try to turn them into a 15. So I'm going to take the first equation and I'm going to multiply the entire thing by 5. I'm going to take the second equation and I'm going to multiply the entire thing by 3. Notice I put in the big brackets to make sure that I don't just multiply the x and y, but I multiply the constant on the other side as well. So the first equation becomes 25 minus 15y is equal to 30. And the second equation becomes 6x, sorry, that should be 25x, 6x plus 15y is equal to -30. Now notice I have accomplished exactly what I wanted, which is I wanted one of my coefficients to be opposites, -15, +15. Once I have that, I can go ahead and I can add these two equations together and my y's cancel. So I get 31x. Now in this case, I have 30 and -30, so I get 0, but that's not a problem because when we divide both sides by 31, we just get x is equal to 0. Perfect. So far we have x is 0, but we're not done because we also need y. Remember, a system of equations requires an x and a y. So we go back to one of our original problems. It doesn't make a difference which one we choose, but we're going to plug in x is 0. Now I'm just going to choose the first equation for no particular reason. So we've got 5 times 0 minus 3y is equal to 6. So 5 times 0 is just 0. We get -3y is equal to 6, and so y is equal to -2. But remember that when you're looking for a system of equations, your solution is always going to be a point. So really, you shouldn't be writing your answer as x equals 0 and y equals -2. You really should be writing your answer as 0, comma, -2, because it's the point where the two lines intersect. And you're done.